I'm Christina
I'm Maya,
from Bookworm Dreams.
and welcome to a new video. This is a bit of a new format for us because we weren't able to meet in person to film this review, but we are here to film a review of the book called Skulduggery Pleasant by,
Derek Landy.
thank you, saved me for a second. So this is part of our cozy fantasy project. I'm saying it in like this because apparently we don't pick good cozy fantasy books because this is not a cozy fantasy book at all.
Yep. This is like cozy fantasy versus Maya and Christina. Like
Yes,
we're at zero currently. We're putting our hopes into Maya's last pick, which is coming at the end of the year. But like,
yes, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. We didn't have good luck picking fantasy books, which is kind of weird because I googled like cozy fantasy reads, and you get on those good lists and whatnot. And these are the books that came up, and it's like no, none of this is like cozy fantasy.
yep.
We'll
So
see.
yeah. Anyways, Skulduggery Pleasant is the story of, first of all, Stephanie, who inherits basically the entire estate of her uncle after
Hmm.
he passes. However, he passed away in some weird circumstances, so she gets kind of tangled up with his friend, Skulduggery Pleasant. Um, and they together investigate the potential murder, basically, of her uncle. And there's like a lot of magic, a lot of weird shit going on, a lot of, like this big nemesis that's I think fighting for world domination or something like that. So like the
Pretty much,
stakes
yes.
are very high. There's a lot of action, a lot of scary scenes, a lot like scary in the sense for the character.
Hmm.
A lot of like like threatening scenes, like are we gonna survive or not? So
Not
like
a lot of coziness happening.
no,
Basically, not a
basically
lot of coziness happening.
no.
We should add that Skulduggery Pleasant is a skeleton detective.
Yes.
And if you see the cover somewhere on the screen, that is the only thing I knew about the book when I started reading it. So in the middle of the book, I just stopped and went, wait, is this a children's book? Because
Oh, right.
so yeah, Stephanie is 12 years old.
We think.
Uh,
We're not sure. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah, I think she's 12. She's
Yeah.
there, like 11, 12, 13, somewhere there.
Yes.
And so after getting this estate from her dead uncle, she goes on this like crime solving adventure with a skeleton. And
I'm sorry. That's my child. Just we're gonna pause for a second.
okay, new location.
Yeah.
So we are following her as she goes along on this crime solving adventure with her new friend. And stuff happens, and it's I
Well, you
really
know what?
I
I thought after I finished it, I thought it felt almost like an urban fantasy, like a
Mhm,
YA middle
mhm,
grade YA urban fantasy, because you like have the element of magic in our world. You have like this kind of mystery that's getting solved. Like it felt
mhm.
like a
There
bit of
is also
urban.
a level of darkness that is
Yeah.
very. I mean, we do always have like a level of horror and creepiness, but it wasn't like, let's say, as dark as this one is, because we do have like the main villain, who I guess will be a villain in the next upcoming books in this series, just
Probably, yeah.
openly plotting to kill the 12-year-old. Like that was when I was like, wait, who is this book for? Because there is some level of darkness, and there is some really interesting elements of fantasy. So this could be sort of qualified as a dark fantasy for children, because 12-year-olds, again, is our main character. And
Yeah.
it took me a while to like figure it out, like, wait, how old is she? And then I guess I wasn't paying that much attention at the beginning, but because I was like, wait, 11, 15, what's happening? But yeah.
Yeah, but like for me, I found it very like is it bad to say entertaining? I actually really
It
liked
was
it.
entertaining. It was entertaining.
The mystery was interesting. The magic was interesting. Like the whole kind of world building, how the magic is integrated like into our world, and how these people, like the whole shtick with the names. Yell,
Mm-hmm.
yell. That's creation. Okay. uh and like her having to choose the name, and like I mean, there is actual lore, like if you remember Supernatural, like with names, having like significance and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So like I found some like known elements in it, but at the same time it offered like new kind of views into like
And
what magic
perspective.
could
Yeah.
be.
Mm-hmm.
And the side characters were really fun. You actually couldn't tell at some points who are the good guys, who are the bad guys with the side characters. So that was also like a
They kept
refreshing
switching
thing.
sides. That was the problem. You were like, where are you now? Like, are you with us or with them or what's
Yeah,
happening?
yeah, yeah. um
I
and
also
also
liked how
mhm,
sorry. I also liked how Skulduggery treated Stephanie as an equal, because I just kept thinking about like when you have kids books and like absent parents, or like the let's say like if you have a Dumbledore or a Jupiter North in the Nevermore series, like
yeah,
they appear like twice or three times in a book. They just cause chaos and they just like don't tell the kids anything. But
yeah,
here from the beginning, we had Skulduggery telling Stephanie like, "Here's the thing. Here's what's happening." Like, he was treating her like an equal, not like a kid. And
yeah. But
as we find out throughout the book,
at the same time,
reading.
he let her have her kid moments. I remember like snickering a lot when she had like the moments where he would be like, are you like mad at me now? And she was like, just like, yes I am. Like it felt very childish, but he allowed
Mhm,
her to like at the same time like still be her, because like
mhm.
she's not an adult. I don't know, I felt like in the book nobody, like it wasn't expected of Stephanie to resolve the issue. She's not like the hero, like the chosen one that will get everything done,
Yeah.
and I like that, because like you're 12, so
She was
how.
there to help, not to be like the chosen one, as you said.
Yeah, yeah, so I really like that. Also, I listened to it on audio, and I really like the musical transitions between chapters were so
It wasn't like,
so
oh yeah, or
yeah,
something.
it was really
You had
good.
like a detective noir kind of a thing,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah, it
music.
felt like that. That was really good. And I actually loved the narrator. I really
Yes.
liked all the different, like, for every character, like it was really good. So yeah.
And everything had like an Irish tilt because the whole thing
Yeah.
is set in Dublin and whatnot.
Yes.
I'm assuming the author is Irish, because I didn't do no checking. But since the whole thing is set in Ireland and in Dublin, everyone had like an Irish accent, and it was always lovely to listen to.
Yeah, that is true.
Is it cozy fantasy? No,
No.
like not at all. It's more, as we said, urban fantasy with the dark fantasy elements.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is a children's let's say middle grade book. Uh, I mean,
I mean,
YA's.
there are 10 books in the series, so I'm assuming it goes from middle grade to some kind of YA.
As she grows older, we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, probably. Would
yeah.
you like read more?
I would, but not immediately, because I was a bit ambivalent about the whole thing. I like the most I took out from this book is how I liked Skulduggery and his relationship with Stephanie. That was like the one thing I remember. That was like, oh, that is so cool that he treats her like an equal and not like a child. But am I gripped? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, for me, it reminds me a bit of. Have you ever heard of Flavia Luce? Luce? I don't know how it's
Mm-mm,
Luce. So this it's like a British middle grade Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot kind of thing.
mm-hmm,
Like the
mm-hmm,
girl Flavia is like this. So this reminded me of that, but with like with a fantasy element. Like
mm-hmm,
literally,
mm-hmm,
like I read one book from it. So, but this reminded me. But this gripped me more, for example, because it had the fantasy elements,
mm-hmm.
and you don't really know what you would expect, I guess.
Yeah, I think I would read one more just to figure it out if I wanted to continue or not. I
Mm,
went into it really blind, so I was kind of when I figured it out what it was and what it was trying to do, I was like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But this could be my overall maybe burnout of reading, because I spent the last 2 months reading a lot of books, and
Yeah.
yeah. But
But I mean, it could get repetitive, like because like it's mystery, like
yes, but you see, I think that it has potential, because the evil guy is like, evil guy is really good. I mean, he's not like a cliche evil guy, and the world building was well done, that you have space to build upon the whole thing. So as Stephanie learns more about magic and her own power and whatnot, I think there is potential to be like greater and better and so on. So I think I will read the second one, but not like immediately.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will definitely as well. So I think we can overall conclude it's not cozy fantasy. We really
No.
liked it. So
Mhm.
if you want to give it a go, if you're in the mood for some, what did you say, urban dark
Urban fantasy with
fantasy.
dark fantasy elements. Also,
Let's
there's no romance since it's a child and a
yes.
skeleton. So,
Yes. So yeah, I think overall we had a really positive experience, although it didn't fit our challenge.
criteria at all.
Yeah, maybe somebody should write like cozy fantasies for us in the comments, so we
We can
could
actually
be
read some.
yeah,
That's
so we could be smarter about it in the future because this is not going well.
nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a review of the book. If you have read the book and you want to share your thoughts, please do so down below in the comments.
Please like, share, subscribe, press the bell button if you want to get notifications whenever we post new videos.
There are some links in the description box for you to check out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.